My name is Anthony Tone Show Nunez, and today we're talking about Hunter x Hunter. Let's talk about it. Okay, guys, welcome back. So, if you know, I just posted a video. I canceled Netflix. How brave of me, right? So I've been turning to other streaming sources, other places to find content and movies and films to check out and enjoy. I've been watching a lot of Hulu lately, and I came upon this movie called Hunter x Hunter. So I never heard of this movie before, so I completely stumbled upon it in search. I've not checked out the trailer, and sometimes it's a real joy when you find a movie and you don't know anything about it. You just go in blind. You just basically read the description and go off from there. So that's what I want to do with you guys first. I just want to read you guys the description so you get an idea what I saw before I selected this movie and made the choice to watch it. So the description goes: a mysterious predator eludes an aging detective and cunning outdoorsman to corner and terrorize a woman and daughter trapped in a remote forest cabin. That's all I saw before I clicked on this movie. It's starring Camille Sullivan, Devon, Sawa, Summer H. Howell, Nick Stahl, Gabriel Daniels, and the director and writer is Shawn Linden. It's a thriller and a horror movie, and it came out in 2020. It's available to watch right now on Hulu and on demand if you want to pay for it. So Hunter x Hunter. So I clicked on this movie. I don't know what I was getting into. I figured it'd be like one of those outdoors, like, you know, man versus animal type deals. And before I get into this even more, guys, there's going to be no spoilers in this review. I don't want to spoil it for you. If you haven't watched the movie, it's okay. It's safe to watch this. I'm just going to hint at things, but I'm not going to spoil anything. So I went into this movie and I basically didn't know anything that was happening. I just basically thought it was one of those man against, you know, wild, or man against nature, man against a bear or something, one of those types of movies. And one of the great things about this film is it never lets you know what's happening until it happens. And by then it's too late. It is kind of like a bear attack in that sense, that you see the bear and it's moving towards you slowly, and until the bear actually bites you, you don't realize it's bitten you. And this was one of those really slow, tense, like really edge of your seat. Like the tension and the suspense was so thick, I was drowning it the whole movie. It was great. It really never lets up. Like very few directors like know how to really balance that tension and the pacing, and here it's done really great. Like the whole movie, you kind of kept on your toes. You don't know what's gonna happen, like I said, till the very end, and that was kind of really, at the time it was kind of tense, because the whole movie you're like, oh, it's kind of uncomfortable. That's how it feels, uncomfortable actually to watch, till actually what happens. And when it happens at the end, you're like, damn, what the hell was that? What did I just watch? I was completely unprepared for what happened. And that's what's great about this film. Like, I just love it when I stumble upon something I've never seen before. It just slaps you in the face and you're like, what the hell did I just watch? And after, you're a little bit traumatized. You're like, because nowadays we get so much in front of us. We get fed so many trailers and information and tidbits and spoilers and reveals before you get to the movie. And in Hunter x Hunter, I don't think you know what's going to happen until it actually happens. And that's what's great. And the performances were so awesome in this movie. Everybody in the movie just brings their A game. I love these movies where it's like everybody just develops their character, and it's so slow that you really, it's a really intimate film. There's like 3 or 4 people in the film total that you really got to focus on, and it really gives the actors and the writing time to shine, because you just basically spend so much time with them throughout the movie. These 3 or 4 characters, you develop a bond with them throughout. So when things start to occur, you definitely feel attached to them. The performances were there. The direction was great. Like I said, this movie like really has the tension like up to here. It's probably one of the most tense horror movies I've seen in a while. Like the suspense was awesome. Like I don't know how this movie hasn't gotten more attention, honestly. I think it's a great film, and it's one of those sneaker films that's just gonna ride under the radar. But when you hear the title Hunter x Hunter, until you watch the movie and actually see the ending, you really don't understand what's happening. And that's what's great. Like this whole movie, they really kept it close to the chest, close to the vest. You don't know what's gonna happen until it actually happens. And when it happens, then you're kind of left thinking to yourself like, wow, did I really just watch that? So if you haven't gotten it by now, I really recommend you check out this movie. This is a great movie. I really enjoyed it. Some people might be a little bit disappointed at the end because, again, they might not be expecting what happens in the path that it takes. Right now I'm going to go into spoilers. That's right, this is a spoiler territory. So pause the video, go watch the movie if you're going to watch it, and come back, because I want to discuss some of the things that happen now at the end of the movie, which I found were crazy. So spoilers, here we go. So one of the things that really bugged me, and I really loved also, like both of them equally, is that you never knew at this movie, like, what was he really hunting? Like, the movie's called Hunter x Hunter, and you think he's hunting an animal, a wild animal, right? He's hunting a wolf, and they even show you a wolf, a mean wolf, as the wife describes it. So the fact that in the middle of the movie, you find out that the movie's actually about a serial killer, and is the husband hunting a serial killer and the wolf? There was a point in the movie where I thought the wolf was a wolf man. Like we were dealing with a werewolf. And the killer at the end, the serial killer, I thought he was going to become the wolf at the end of the movie. Like, that's how crazy it was. And that's what I really loved about this movie, that it really kept you at the edge of their seat. I never really knew what was happening. It was really like, they gave you a little bit and not too much. I really thought he was a werewolf. Like, did you think he was a werewolf at any point? I thought the guy was a werewolf because they set up the werewolf story so well. Even if the movie was just about hunting a wolf, I would have been satisfied with it. Like, if that was it. But the fact that they introduced this element about a serial killer halfway through the movie, at first I was like, wait a second, I was like, what's happening here? But part of me was also like, yo, this is kind of crazy. Like, this is not about a werewolf. This is not a man versus wilderness type of situation. So that was pretty cool. But at the end, when it turns out that the serial killer is who she's helped and he's killed her husband, it took me a little bit to put those things together, that the serial killer had killed the husband and that the serial killer was now in her house. And then the ending where she goes like full, like just bloody, just rips off his skin. Oh, damn. Like, that sat with me. Like, I didn't expect that to happen. I didn't know it was gonna happen. So at the end of the movie, where she just basically rips the man's skin off, it went from 0 to 100. That escalated really quickly, right? I didn't think it was gonna happen. I didn't think the pacing was so slow and so suspenseful throughout the movie. You're hunting the wolf, the serial killer, we were looking for her husband, and then all of a sudden she ends up skinning him. Like, that just went so fast that... And it was kind of interesting also because a lot of these movies, they'll show you the killer at the beginning, and then you find out, oh my God, this is the killer. But in the Hunter x Hunter, you don't know if he's hunting a wolf, who's a werewolf, a serial killer, and then they just introduce this random guy. You don't know if he's just like some random guy she's helping, or he's an innocent bystander, or he's actually the killer. He turns out to be the killer. And when he killed the daughter, damn, that was really messed up. That was really messed up when he killed the daughter. So I was like, damn. And then she skins him alive. I did not expect that. And again, is that there's so little given at the beginning of the movie. So when this finally happens, you're like, it's such a crazy like leap for me, because I just didn't think it was gonna go there. So I thought it was awesome. After the movie, I was a little bit traumatized, but I thought it was done really well. It was done really well, and the whole cast, like, you really thought her husband was gonna be the survivor. He was gonna take care of this wolf and bring it home. But the fact that he ended up getting killed was a great twist also. And that freaking wilderness deputy, whatever, the forest ranger, that bear trap. Oh. And they never even say, hey, you the viewer know that the husband set the bear traps and that he's the one who ended up killing the deputy. But it's never mentioned. They assume, I guess, that the serial killer did it. And at the end, like, I would have loved the scene where they put her in the back of the car and they figure it all out. But it was crazy. It was a real treat to go in blind completely into this one, and then to just have this just dawn upon you. So Hunter x Hunter is a great film. Director Shawn Linden, I think he did a great job. Writing was strong, and the director really built on the writing. He just gave you more tension and suspense. So I'm looking out for his next movie that he does, definitely. I thought this was great. So out of 5 tone shows, I'm gonna give Hunter x Hunter 4 tone shows. That's right, 4 tone shows. I really enjoyed this one. Let me know if you've seen Hunter x Hunter. This is a spoiler part, so you've probably seen it by now. Put it in the comments. Let me know. As always, guys, this is the Tone Show. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. It helps the channel. Tone Show. Ah. Ooh.